Hello everyone, I am Susie.
I am Lucy.
Today we will take you to the Kids Castle. There are many good stories and lots of fun toys in the Kids Castle. Let's go together. Hooray! Hi my friends, today I'm going to read this You Can Be an Entomologist. And now let's get started. You can be an entomologist. Do you know what bug is it?
What is it?
Jewel bug.
Really?
You can be an entomologist.
Entomologist.
What is entomology?
Entomologist.
Hi, my name is Dino Martins, and I am an entomologist. An entomologist is a scientist who studies insects. Look around outside. Insects are everywhere. I spend most of my lifetime outside and looking insects. Look, Cust. Let's look at this.
It's beautiful.
I know it's beautiful. Then how big is it? Looks like.
Yeah, it looks really big.
I always loved insects as a child. I used to sit in the forest. And watch them. Some trod and that some flew. My favorite were the butterflies that fluttered down to sip nectar from the flowers. You've probably seen insects before, but have you really looked at them? Observe an insect for 5 minutes and you will soon be asking questions you may never have thought of before. When you see a bee moving slowly on a flower, you start to wonder what it's doing. An entomologist is curious and creative. It's an exciting job. It's not always easy. It takes patience to watch quietly and wait insects to arrive. Are you creative, patient, curious, and careful? Let's jump into the lives of insects. A lawn is the perfect place to sit and wait for insects to arrive. A magnifying glass helps us observe tiny insects. A butterfly sips nectar from a flower. Why do scientists study insects? Entomologists want to learn more about how insects help our plant and what we can do to protect them. Honeybee.
Yeah, it's so beautiful. Honeybee, bumblebee.
You see, here's a pollen basket.
Oh, I see.
This is how inch long. We can study it now. The biggest honeybee is this big.
Okay.
Then how long here? How many inches?
2 inches? No, or 1 inches?
2.
2, okay.
Maybe 1.9 inches?
Okay.
1.9 inches, right? No, 1.8 inches. Okay. I study insects because there's so much to discover about them. I say that little creatures make the world go round. This means that insects play a very important role in nature. I study pollinations. Pollinators are insects that move pollen from one flower to another. They are very important because they help new plants to grow. Many of the foods we eat come from plants. I study these insects because I want to help farmers grow better crops. Did you know that tomato plants are pollinated by bumblebees? Dung beetles are important insects. They help clean up Earth. How does studying insects help people? Entomologists ask specific questions. They set up investigation to find how the answers. One wanted to help farmers in Kenya grow crops like mango, coffee, and elephant eggplants. I had to find out which insects and which crops would be the best pairs. I help farmers. I absorb their crops and insects that visit. Here's what my team and I did. Step 1, we observed. We watched flowers to see which insects visit them. We record the insects that came back and wrote the exact time of the day we saw each one. Till we collected information, we count the insects that came to visit and time how long they stayed. We also studied their behavior. We used a counter and a time to keep track of each insect visiting each flower. We wrote down that we saw. Step 3, we exclaimed our information. We enter our data in a computer. Then we studied the data to look for patterns. The patterns told us which crops were right for the kinds of pollination in their area. That way, the farmers could grow more crops so insects could come visit, so more crops could grow. Why they had to wrote out why they study their behavior. Why?
So we can know more about them, and we can protect them. We can use them too, right? And we can live together with them.
Where do insects live? Insects almost live everywhere. They are found from the coldest tundras into the tallest mountain on Earth. Entomologists might travel to some of the most extreme and remote corners of the world to study insects. Bees are attracted to these bright yellow flowers. Why they are attracted? Why? Common milkweed grasshopper. Some insects live in hot, dry places. I get to travel to some of the wildest places of Africa. I get the best place for me to find pollinations is an area with lots of flowers. One of the places I visit mostly in Turkana country in northern Kenya. Turkana is hot and dry most of the time, but when it does rain, the desert comes to life. Beautiful flowers appear and lots of insects arrive to feast on nectar and pollen. Why they feast?
就是庆祝是过节日。
Turkana in bloom. See, this is Turkana in bloom. I do a lot of research in Turkana. Turkana country, you see, this is the Kenya. Here, you see this yellow thing. This is Turkana. What do insects eat? When I was a child, I watched a butterfly drink nectar from a flower. I knew that I want to study insects. Queen butterfly.
最漂亮 butterfly. Do you see this butterfly before?
Yes, this is called orange butterfly.
Yeah.
Yes.
So much.
Yes.
So many things.
I see this before.
Yeah.
Here in America, this was very popular. Here. Insects spend a lot of time looking for food, for pollination that works out well for them, and the plants that they feed on. When they visit flowers to get food, the insects pick up pollen. As they move from flower to flower, they spread the pollen around. The new plants grow. Know the kind of food that an insect eats is helpful. When you want to study that type of insects, to find an insect, just look for the ingredients of it eating. Find the leaf of host, and there might be caterpillars nearby. Why?
Because caterpillar changed to the butterfly, right?
This is the caterpillar. And part of being an entomologist is spending a lot of time absorbing. After finding a juicy leaf full of holes or a flower full of nectar, we wait for the right insects to come along. Then we capture it with a net. Capture it. The insects helps us study it up close. Some insects are meat eaters, prey mantis, hunting for their prey. They eat other insects such as flies and crickets. And insects made these hosts by eating a leaf. Here. How do entomologists study insects? When we capture an insect, we put it into a special box to keep it safe. The box is cold inside, which slows down the insect's body. Which slows down the insect's bodies. This means the insect will stay still and will be less likely to get hurt. When the insect has become very still, we use a special tweezer to take it out of the box. We are very careful not to hurt it. Now we can study it up close. Entomologists know how to carefully lift insects with special tweezers. What is this bumblebee doing?
She's trying to escape, but she was catched by the entomologist using a tweezer.
Why his mouth was
not happy? You catched me. Next one, please.
Right this way. He wants.
She's free.
This one does the When I study pollinators, I want to know more about how their bodies help them find and collect pollen. A butterfly has a very long tongue. When we capture butterfly, we measure the length of its tongue. That gives us a clue about which flower it visits. A long tongue means it can reach nectar inside the long flower. Some bees have pollen baskets on their legs. That's where they store the pollen. They collect while visiting flowers. We can take samples of the pollen to find samples. We can take samples of the pollen to find out more about the flowers they visit. The bee carries pollen in the basket on its legs. Here, this is the pollen basket. Huge bug. Did you know that bugs are a certain type of insects? Bugs have piercing and suck mouth parts. Entomologists entomologists also study the behavior of insects. To do that, we want to see them out in nature. There, we carefully observe them and record what we see.
When making observations, it's important to record the facts.
That means we need to record the actual things we see, not how we see, not how we feel or what we hope to see. That can be hard. Sometimes our observations don't match the patterns we
expected. 跟我们预想的不一样，就跟妈妈要做实验，跟预想的结果和实际的和想的不一样。
Here's an example. You might see the insect, a hawk moth drinking nectar in the evening. Are all hawk moths as busy as sunsets, or just one that you happen to see? To find the answer, you need to collect information, and many times during the day, over many days. We also need to make sure that we get our data at the same times each day. Then that makes it easier to compare. If we don't see any insects, we write that down. We write that down. We write that down. 2. Writing a 0 is just important as writing 100. Hawk moth observations week of January the 5 to 11, 5. This is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
We observe it at different time on different day. You see, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, they observe the behavior at the same time, 8 a.m., 12, 4 p.m. and then 8 p.m. Then they see.
You see, 8 p.m. None of the hawk moths they see. 12.
And then
12 p.m. On Monday they see one.
And then mostly at what time?
Mostly 4 p.m. They see two. The mostly is the 8 p.m.
Yeah.
Because you see the smallest number you see is already 12. You can record your observation in a chart like this. According to this data, when are hawk moths most active?
Like butterflies, moths have long tongues to reach pollen. Like butterflies, you see the tongue is so long. See? So long, about the same size as his body. Right? Even longer than his body.
And then longer than my tongue?
Of course. If compared to your body, then your tongue needs to be 2 of your body that long.
No.
You see here, her body is like this, and then the tongue is this 2 of her body size, right?
The body is this size.
And then the tongue is
this size.
1.5 maybe. 1.5.
Right. 1.5 instead of half. Then it's my turn. How many inches? Okay, let's see. Okay, now let's absorb it. Okay. Look at that.
Observe, 不是 observe 是吸收 observe 是观察一下。
Okay.
How many centimeter? You measure here. It's the size of the body, right? From here to here. 4.5 is it? Or 4.6?
The 4.5. 4.6.
Okay.
4.6.
And you see here, how long is it? The tongue.
4.6.
No, see here, how long is it?
3 inch.
2.5, right? And then how long is here? 1.5, 1.3. And then you see here they have 3 curves. This is straight one, this is straight, and then this is almost straight, right? So you measure this is 3 parts and then add them together, right? This is the size of her tongue. And then how long is this one?
I don't know.
Here from here 3.5, right?
Yes.
3.5, right? So add the 3 together.
I forgot that 3.
You can measure it again.
Okay, let's get the chart.
No, not that one. I have used for that one. You can use this one. Just write it here. It's okay.
Okay, let's.
How long is the body? Write it down.
This is 4.5 inches.
No, centimeter. We're using the centimeter.
4.5 centimeter.
Centimeter. Yeah. And then how many is this one? Here. 0 to here. How many?
2.5.
Yeah, 2. That's 2, right? 2.1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 2.5. You think it's this long? Okay, you can write 2.5.
2.5 centimeter.
And then how long is this one? See here, how long is this one? Look. Now remove your hands. How long is this one? This one.
Here.
How long is this one?
1.5.
Okay, you put 1.5 plus 1.5. This one plus 1.5. 1.5.
1.5 centimeter.
It's okay. Yeah, don't need to write it centimeter because you know it already. And then how long is this one? Look at here. From here to here, how long?
3.5.
Yeah. 3.5.
3.5 centimeter.
You plus them together. How many is it?
M plus M equals M. And
No, you don't need plus cm, centimeter.
5 plus 5 plus 5 equals 15. Here.
And then?
And dot. Then 2 plus 1 equals 3. 3 plus 3 equals 6. Then 7.
Yeah, 7.5. Yeah. That's 4.5 is the body, and then the tongue is 7.5. So it's almost twice the size of the body, right?
7.5 is
this long. And then body is 4.5.
no body. You see the body here?
No, from the top to the bottom, this is the body. You don't measure the wing, you measure the body, right?
I am measuring the body.
Okay.
This is 5 centimeter.
Okay, you put 5 centimeter. All right.
Five centimeter. Okay. This then is 7.5.
5.
Here. 5 centimeter.
1.5. Then it's 1.5.
Yes. Wait. So,
我问你，5的1半是多少呀？
3.
No， 你有5个苹果，你分给2个人，每个人能拿几个呀？分给2个人，5个苹果你分给2个人，一个人能拿多少呢？4个苹果分给2个人，一个人能拿几个
？2个。
然后还有1个苹果分给2个人，每个人能拿多少呢？1个苹果分给2个人，每个人拿多少
？1 and half 呀。
半个是不是？half。然后半个2个加半个是多少呢
？2个加半。那就是2个半。
2.5是不是就是2个半？所以5的1半是2个半，那7.5减去5是多少呢？7.5减去5是多少
？7.065。
7减5呢
？7.5等于2啊。
那是多少呢？7.5减去5。
2.0。
2.5。
2.5。
对吧？5.0等于5是不是？7减5等于2.5。
Can insects hurt people? Entomologists wear long sleeves and pants to protect our skin from insects.
做好这个。
Insects need to have ways to defend themselves. After all, there are other animals that might want to eat them. To some insects, a human can look like a big, hungry animal, so entomologists need to be careful. Why?
Yeah.
One way we can protect ourselves is to look less like a big, hungry animal. How can we do that? Many insects can see bright colors. When we wear dull colors, as gray and badger, insects have a harder time seeing us. Insects also get scared easily, so we avoid sudden moments and always give them space. And remember, most insects don't want to hurt you. Many may see you as a tasty snack. As long as you are careful and give them space, insects will mind their own business. Hat, shirt, pants, shoes. Why is all gray and dull? Why?
Because this one looks similar to the environment, right?
What environment?
To the dirt. 跟泥土的颜色差不多，是不是 ？Similar to the dirt.
How are insects helpful? Cocoa tree. This is cacao tree. This what?
Cacao tree. C-A-C-A.
Cocoa. One of the most important reasons I study insects is to learn how they affect our lives. Over time, we've learned just how much insects help people. Insects do a lot of important jobs for humans just by going about their daily lives. The more we know about insects, where they live, what they eat, and how they behave, the more they can help us and we can help them.
真的。
How insects pollinate the flowers. Some flowers they grow into the fruits and vegetables we eat. Cocoa tree. What
Cacao
tree?
tree.
Cacao tree. What tree is it?
可可树，就是可可。
Insects help. Chapter 1. Chapter 1. Insects help grow food. Chapter 2. How food grow. Chapter 2. Chapter 2, Insects Eat Pests. Chapter 2, Clean Up the Forest Floor. These ladybugs eat my pests. God, it is. Do you know what is a dit like?
What?
A dit. You forgot the fits. The ladybugs, you forgot that when our apple tree, that small chuckling dot, that's a fit.
哦，知道了。
They like to eat leaves.
OK， 蚜虫是吧？
对呀。Yes. Some insects eat dead leaves and rotten wood. That helps to make new soil. Redwood ants.
Next page, please.
You see, let me tell you what's a fit. Here, this is a fit. Here. This is a fit. Okay, here. What's a fit? Here.
哎呀，
This is a fit. Okay, this one is here. Let me tell you all. Here, this is a fit. See? This is called it fits. See? This is using magnifying glass. But the real one is like this black dot. It's like this black dot as big as this black dot. Here,
I see.
that is a fit. Know it now? How do insects get their names? If the insects were studying it's new to science, then one of the last steps is study it is getting to pick its name. Many insects had a common name or a name that most people use, but all insects have a scientific name too. Some insects are named after the place where they were discovered. Others are named for the person who discovered them or for the way they look. The bumblebee's scientific name is Bombus. A few years ago, my team and I were to Canada. It had just rained and the flowers were blooming. It was very hot and sunny, and there were many different types of bees buzzing around. Suddenly, some orange bees appeared. I knew these were special. After I did careful observations suddenly some orange bees appeared. I knew these were special. After careful observation, I realized that they had not been studied by other scientists.
他 discover new things， 发现新的事情了，是不是？然后发现下。
So I started to study them. I've observed their behavior as they visit flowers. I shared my findings with other scientists. I named the bee Tukina. The first thing I noticed about the orange bee was that it had no stripes. Then I found out that it lives alone underground and not in a hive. There are more insects to discover. About 1 million kinds of insects had already being discovered. Entomologists can't agree on how many out there. Some think 10 million, others think 30 million, and still others think 100 million. Blue dasher, tortoise beetle, Colorado potato beetle, praying mantis, and this is giant llama, moth hornet, dung beetle, longhorn beetle, jewel beetle, coastal ground beetle, harlequin beetle, flower beetle. And I think the answer is closer to 100 million. Some insects can look similar, but they are actually very different. One farm alone, we were surprised to find about 1,000 different types of pollinators.
They tell me.
Do you know? Tell you?
Yeah, they tell me there are many more insects still to be discovered. Imagine you are in the forest and you look around. You might see 2 or 3 insects flying or crawling around you. But there are many more insects that you aren't seeing. And maybe some that no one has ever seen.
That we go to Moody Garden, that bats, they can pollinate too.
Oh, really?
Yes. They can too.
Okay.
Then stink flower can too.
I see. Do you want to go on?
Yes.
Maybe you will.
Can I find a new insect? Kids make great entomologists. One time, my team worked with a group of children. They helped me scout and record bees. The children helped us set up bee hotels and observe the bees that came in. Once they sent us their result. Their hard working showed us that different kinds of bees can share a home in a bee hotel. We also learned that different bees build their nests at different times a year. See, this is bee hotel. Oh.
Do you see it in the zoo?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a bee hotel. Oh.
But then how can you do that? Is it big? You want people draw this? Why it's a group of children? Why?
Because children are very good at observation. 他们很容易发现新事物，是不是？就好像你一样，总能观察到我观察不到的东西，比我观察的。
You can study insects too. Find a quiet place outside with plants nearby. Wait for interesting insects to wait for interesting insects to visit. Capture to draw a picture of the insects you see and count how many different insects you saw. Record your results. Go outside to the same spot at the same time every day for a week. Record what you see. Did the same kinds of insects combine? Did they look the same as the previous ones did? Be sure to draw and count every day. Look at your data. How many insects did you see? What kind did you see most? Look up the insects you saw. Maybe one of them is a brand new kind. But you know why I don't need to record?
Why?
Because there are no insects almost here.
Really?
Yes.
Really? You went out, you see the beetles, you see the ladybugs, don't you?
No.
No, you didn't see ladybugs?
Very,
I thought you
very.
showed me some. And there are snails you showed me.
Yes, but see it, so less.
So little?
Yes, less.
No, less 是比较级 ，little 的比较级 less， 然后最高级非常没有了，最少就是 least， 比较少就是 less， 最少是 least。So little.
Yes, there are less. Yes.
不能说 less 必须是两个事情相比。比如说 I have 5 pen, you have less pen than me. You just have 2 pen.
Like, do you know China? You see here cockroaches. Here have many, right? And they're pests, right? But then China had no. But here we have less butterflies. But China had lots of butterflies.
Yeah, this is a comparison. It's a 比较吗？
Yes, almost no. Here, almost no pollinators here.
Okay.
Almost.
Let's go to the next page. Thank you.
Is this the children?
Yes. Let's see what they are doing. How do I become an entomologist?
Entomologist.
You have learned all about how and why entomologists capture and study insects. There are many ways you can study them too. You can start by setting up places to observe insects around your home. Set up a pollinator garden. 怎么 set up 你读读
Ask an adult to help you start up a pollinator garden. You don't need much space, even a balcony or a small green patch will do. First, research flowers that grow well in your area and what types of pollinators they attract. Plan where your garden will go. Observe the area. Record the kinds of plants that are already in the area and insects you see. Now, plant your flowers. When the flowers bloom, observe again. Are there more insects now? Watch the insects carefully. How do they get pollen? Visit museums with insects collections to learn about common insects in your community. Then you can investigate the insects you're interested to find more out more. I hope you learn to love insects as much as I do. They truly do make the world go round. Our planet needs insects. What the children are doing?
They are setting up some pollinator garden, right? Next page, please.
No.
那就到这儿了。
Yes.
Just 3 more pages. You don't want to finish them? Oh, glossary. Yeah, we are done here today. Okay, say goodbye to our friends.
Bye. See you next time. So that's all for today. If you have nice stories or fun toys, remember to write to Susie and Lucy. We will share it with every kid in the first place. If you like our channel, remember to click on the subscription below. Susie and Lucy are waiting